Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Rags to Riches. I'm pretty excited to get into this episode because over the next few episodes or the next few months in game here, over the winter here, we are going to be making quite a few changes around the farm. A lot of this cattle area, like our beef cattle over there and our water buffalo over there, a lot of this area is going to kind of get changed around, moved around, some stuff kind of deleted, like this cattle barn is going to be completely moved to a different location, and then we're probably going to buy the bigger buffalo barn and kind of rearrange everything. Yeah, this place is going to look quite a bit different. But there's a few other things we have to do before we can really get into that. In the last episode there, we did get all of our harvest or our cotton harvested, and we are almost done with our harvest, but there's a couple other things I want to do first. But before we get into that, I do want to get our cotton processing here. So we are going to buy a spinnery. So if we just jump into our construction menu here, we'll go down to factories, and which one are we going to get? Yeah, these are the spinneries right here. We have two options. There's this one right here, kind of a little, almost looks like an old farmhouse or something that was converted into a factory here. Or we have this spinnery right here that kind of looks more like an actual factory. But they are exactly the same as far as I can tell in terms of like actual production, in terms of how much they can hold and how much they can produce. So this one has a little bit smaller footprint, so I think we'll be going with this one. It also just kind of looks a little bit less industrial than this one over here. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but yeah, this one just kind of fits our vibe a little bit more, I think. And I think I am going to put it on this lot right here, down next to the store, where we already have a bakery and we have a couple of dairies over here. And we'll probably just tuck it in kind of right next to the bakery here, somewhere over in this area. You can see like the loading zone, or this is the zone where our product is going to come out right here. And then kind of over on the left side there is where we're actually going to put our cotton in there. So we do have to leave both those zones clear. But as long as we leave like a little bit of space on that left-hand side there to be able to back in our cotton trailer, I think we'll be fine to be able to drop off the bales. And then we'll leave that kind of loading zone exposed for us to pick up the clothing there. I was kind of looking at putting it this way as well, and I guess we could. The only thing I'm worried about is that like that loading zone is kind of up above the ground level quite a bit right there, which might make it a little bit of a pain to deal with. So I might come in here actually first, because I think this actually would be a little bit better if we could place it this way, as long as we can get that loading zone kind of easy to access. So I want to level that ground out a little bit more. I want to leave this area open right here because I think we are going to put one more factory down here. Probably end up putting the food processing place. This place, yeah, the preserved food factory. I think it's going to kind of go somewhere just right in this corner. So I think we have enough room to put the spinnery in here. So yeah, I think we are going to do that. But yeah, I think either way, I'm going to go through and try to level out this ground a little bit. Because you can even see like there's kind of a hump over here, and yeah, it's just not very level at all. And if we try to place it anywhere, it's going to do some weird stuff with the terrain there. So yeah, I think we're going to go with this tool, and I'm just going to try to lower this whole area quite a bit. And I'm going to try to, bring a bunch of this down kind of closer to the level of this this loading zone right here. So we can kind of go pretty close to the fence here. It's not really going to matter what it looks like back here, because we're not really going to be back here much at all next to this fence anyway. So I think we can kind of lower this section all down, and then I'll come back in with the smoothing tool after and kind of try to level everything out, make it look nice. And then hopefully we'll be able to put our spinnery down here. Okay, well, I got that ground lowered down quite a bit, actually, maybe more than I should have. Spent quite a bit of money on landscaping there, but this should be a little bit better at this point. So I'm going to try to place it down. I did turn auto saving off just in case it gets screwed up or whatever happens. Sometimes it just doesn't behave very nice with the landscaping here. So I do want to be able to kind of reset it if we need to. But yeah, I'm thinking we kind of put it somewhere right over here. So where is that going to leave us? I think that's going to kind of raise up a little bit of that land in front of us. So I think that should be okay. I'm going to try this though. I'm going to try to kind of get it tucked in fairly close. We don't really use the loading zone in this building where that forklift is parked. So I'm not too worried about getting close to that side. But this loading zone on this building, I don't want to get that too jammed in there. But let's see if we can kind of just get it as close to the fence back here as we can. So it looks like that's about as close as it's going to let us go that way. And then we're going to go pretty close to this side. We'll leave a little bit of space to kind of get to that loading zone if we really need to, but I don't really think we'll have to because we have our flours just automatically distributing into the bakery there. So what if we try that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think that worked very well. Yeah, I think I lowered that ground a little bit too much. So yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and sell that again. If you sell the building before actually leaving the build menu, you will get your full price back. So we're going to do that. If you leave the build menu and then go to try to sell it, it's going to give you like half the value. So yeah, that's why I kind of do the save first and then turn off auto saving just in case. Because sometimes you can't really tell like what's going on from this angle. You need to kind of get down to ground level to see, but yeah, I think in this case, just the fact that it was kind of messed up this whole area. I think that was a little bit too much slope there. So I think we are going to have to go through and actually raise this up a little bit more again. So we're definitely wasting a little bit of money because we took it down pretty far. Now we're bringing it back up, and all this landscaping costs money, but I really wish, like really wish there was an option in the build menu that you could just like raise and lower because it like automatically like landscapes for you already. Like if you put it like on a slope, it will kind of like raise up the low side or bring down the high side or whatever it is. So, I mean, if it's going to do that landscaping anyway, like I wish there was a way that you could just put it in this mode and then like have a button where you could just like raise and lower it. Like let me decide the height I want. And then like it still tells you in like real time what the landscaping cost is going to be like on top. Like you can see as I move it around, that the value changes slightly. So that's kind of telling me what it's going to be with my landscaping. So why is there no way that I could choose my own height and then it will just adjust that landscaping cost number for me, tell me how much it's going to be ahead of time. And then, yeah, it would make things a lot simpler than having to deal with this crappy landscaping tool, raising and lowering things. Yeah, I just really wish there was a way to kind of adjust the height of buildings manually as you're setting them in there. Because it seems a little bit ambiguous even like where exactly it chooses to do the leveling from. Like, as obviously it kind of went from this side and then leveled it all flat, but like why can't I choose to go flat from this side and raise this side up instead of lowering this side down? You know what I mean? So yeah, I really wish that was a thing here, but we're gonna make a bit of a mess of this to start with, so I guess we'll just kind of do that, and then hopefully that's gonna work. So let's try this again here. Okay, so yeah, even this is going to be too low, I think, because yeah, as you can see, like as I move it this way, that loading zone kind of gets pushed under the terrain. So then I think it's going to bring all this terrain that's next to it down to that level. So yeah, I really wish in this one you could just kind of, like if I could just bump it up a couple notches and raise the rest of the ground around it, and then I could smooth up to it, that would be way easier than having to kind of go this way. And I mean, it's kind of my fault for going too low in the first place. I should have maybe done it a little bit more gradually, but what can you do? So I'm kind of looking at that, and that looks maybe not too bad. It's going to be approximately on the same level. But I just want to smooth this out a little bit so I can see a little bit more what that's going to look like. So yeah, that might be pretty close, I'm thinking. So let's try and place that down now. Try and get it about where we had it before. We'll go close to the edge of the fence and then kind of over this way, basically as far as we can in both directions. And maybe put it somewhere there. Okay, get out of my view here. Okay, that ended up pretty close to the same level there. I think we can work with that. That edge is way up there. Okay, well, I've been screwing around for a little bit. I did reload the game there at one point, but I think this is going to be not too bad. I just kind of moved it a little bit further this way. A little bit further away from the edge of this one. Just because I didn't want it quite as high. Just because, yeah, it raised up this a little bit too much. So, yeah, it's a little bit lower than this one, but I think that's better overall, and we should be able to kind of smooth that out. So, yeah, if we just kind of bring this guy in it's not really going to be a huge deal, like I said, if this loading zone isn't flat, because I mean, it doesn't really need to be flat to dump in there anyway, and we don't really dump in there either way. So yeah, I think that's going to be fine. And then, yeah, it doesn't really matter if this side is a little bit uneven as well, because yeah, we're just kind of unloading our cotton bales into that zone there, so it doesn't need to be perfectly flat. So yeah, I think we'll just go and we'll smooth this out a little bit more, but that's probably going to be pretty much good. And then I think I actually might raise this area up a little bit more around it, just so we can make a bit more of a gradual slope into there. Not that it's really going to matter for this side, but this side as well, there's a bit of a lip at the edge of that loading zone, which I know from experience can be a bit of a pain. So I'm also going to raise up the ground around here a little bit, just to try and get that smoothed in there. And then yeah, we'll use the smoothing tool again and try to bring that down a little bit more. Actually, if that just sits like that, that's probably fine. But we'll kind of see, like, once we start getting some product out, we'll see if that becomes an issue or not. But we can always just lower it down slightly too if we wanted to. And then, okay, so it's just this outside beside it. Okay, so that actually looks pretty good. There's maybe that, yeah, I think that's looking pretty good right there. Still a slight overlap, but we're pretty much flush with the ground all the way around, so I think that's going to be fairly easy to load out of, hopefully. So I'll just finish smoothing out the rest of this area here a little bit. Get us nice and smooth, and then I'm pretty sure, I should have double checked this before, but I'm pretty sure we still have, yeah, we don't have enough money, but I'm pretty sure we still have enough room to get that food processing plant in beside there. So that should be good. We obviously don't have enough money to buy that right now, so that's going to wait for a little bit, and I spent more on landscaping there than I was hoping to, but I think that is going to be good now. So yeah, we should be able to jump out. And actually, let's just use our map to visit that place. I think we can just go like this. Yeah, jump over here. And okay. So yeah, we'll put our bales into this spot, I believe, and unload from here, or pick up from here with our forklift. So we still have our truck right here with our cotton bales. So I'm going to get these unloaded into here. Now we might as well get this cotton production fired up. So get this truck fired up. And I've never actually unloaded this thing before, so I'm assuming we have to put it into operating position first. Just kind of get into position, and then yeah, I guess we just say unload bales. I assume as they roll out into there, they were going to get accepted, or oh, maybe we I wonder if we have to activate them, or like activate the loading trigger or something. Not quite sure. Oh, one of them disappeared. Okay, so we got 20,000 liters of cotton in there now. 20,006. I don't quite know how that works, but oh, I wonder if it doesn't do it all at once, because I think like kind of with the other bales, like the hay bales and stuff, if you put them into a zone, it will kind of like slowly drain out the bales. So I wonder if that's kind of what happened with these guys. So maybe it was slowly starting to drain that one as it got pushed through the zone, but I'm not really sure. I kind of assumed it would just be like a tree, more or less, where it just like as soon as it hits the zone at all, it will pop in there, but maybe not. So let's see if we can actually pick this thing up. Oh, maybe you can't pick it up. They don't behave like hay bales or straw bales, it would seem. So maybe my assumption was wrong. Oh, okay, never mind. So, okay, that's interesting. So you can only do it from the sides. I wonder if this end works. I just kind of want to test this quickly. Huh, okay. Well, that's interesting to know. So I can push it from, or I can pick it up from the sides, but not the ends, it would seem. Let me see if I can actually pick it up with this thing. I don't know how much this bale is going to weigh. Okay, it's not too bad. You can see we're a little bit front heavy here. See the back wheels lifting up a little bit, but we're definitely able to move it. So let's get it put in here. Now, is that gonna go? Oh, there we go. Okay, so it takes a little while. That's fine. So I'm just gonna park this guy quickly. And then we will go over here and I think we will activate our production here. So yeah, we have 31,000 liters in there now. And a pretty big capacity of 200,000 liters. So we have lots of extra room to go in there. But yeah, I think we can go ahead and activate that production. So yeah, it's going to use 9 cotton per cycle and produce 3 fabric and 2,400 cycles per month. So if I just do some quick math here to see what we're going to end up with, or like how fast this is going to go through it. So 2,400 cycles per month times 9 cotton per cycle is going to be 21,600. So, I mean, it's only going to take us like a month and a half to work through all that cotton. So, I kind of figured it was going to be fast, but I didn't think it was going to be that fast. So we are like nowhere close to having enough to kind of run it all year. So, yeah, there was another thing I was thinking about here, which we might do then. So let me just turn this off before I forget. Yeah, I was looking around at the map to see if there was any other cotton fields that we could just buy and harvest, and there's not really a whole lot of options. We have 74 here you can see is cotton. Cotton is the white color, but if we go visit this one, you can see it's already been harvested. So that one is kind of out of the question. And then we do have number 7 right here as well, and it is ready to harvest. We could do this one. The only problem with this one is that it is crazy expensive. Because this is one of the plots with like a homestead on it. So it is almost 900 grand for this like 4.5 acre piece. So that's kind of the only reason I haven't bought this little piece already, because I would really like to join it into this field. But yeah, it's so pricey just because it has this little homestead over here on it. So that one is out of the question right now as well, just because there's no way we're going to be able to afford it. So the last option on the map is field 20 right here. It's 77 grand, and we can visit that and see that, yeah, that we still have cotton on here that we could harvest. It's not a very good field. Like, it's still got weeds, as you can see in there. So it's only got like a plus 77% yield bonus. So it's not spectacular, but we should be able to get a little bit of cotton out of there anyway. And I did want to buy this entire block of fields as well eventually. So yeah, this one's only 77,000 right now. So I think we're just going to go ahead and buy that one. So we'll get another field over here, and then I think we are going to harvest that one right now. So yeah, I guess I will just hop down to our cotton harvester, wherever that is, get this guy fired up, and yeah, I'll just head over there and get that field harvested. Okay, well, we got that field harvested there. It actually ended up with more than I thought, with 7,100 liters there, so I think we're just going to get this unloaded directly into the spinnery here. So yeah, what's that, 7,000? So I mean, that's more than like an extra 20% over what we had. Oh, well, that one just instantly disappeared in there. I don't know why that wouldn't work before, but I guess we can fold this guy up. We will have to go refuel it. It doesn't really need to be repaired, but we might as well do that anyway, and then we will give it a quick wash, and then we can put it away. What's going on here? How do I get this thing folded back up here? I thought I could just hit the fold button, but that just kind of raises and lowers that, so unfold. Oh, okay. So it can fold the top part independently of the back. Oh, close back. Okay, I see. That's kind of interesting. I don't know why you would want the top part folded but still have the back open. That seems kind of strange to me, but so then yeah, I guess we can fold it up and it's, yeah, it'll get a little bit smaller there. Okay, well, that's fine, I guess. But I'm just gonna leave this here for now, I think. Yeah, we should be good. So how much did we end up with in here? Also, I don't know, is my okay, yeah, it still works on this one. I was just wondering, like, that info screen isn't coming up on the bottom right on this building. I don't know if it's broken with the spinnery or what. It was, for a second there, I was wondering if, like, the mod itself was broken, but yeah, I think that's the, what's it called, info display extender or something like that. But yeah, it just kind of gives you a quick overview of your productions without having to go into the menu there. But yeah, for some reason, it's not working with this one. It's kind of annoying, but yeah, we ended up with 37,000 liters there, so we have enough cotton in there to last the better part of 2 months now. So yeah, I did do a little bit of math when I was looking before, and the spinnery definitely does have a profit increase if you convert the cotton into fabric. It's a fairly significant boost. I can't remember what the percentage was, but when I worked it out, like it was significant enough that it was going to be worth it, and it wasn't going to take too long to pay off the spinnery. I can't remember exactly what the numbers were now, but I did look at the tailor as well, because you can take this fabric and give it to the tailor, and then he will turn that into clothes to do another stage in this production chain. But yeah, when I was doing on the math on that one, it's really not an increase. I don't know, like when I was looking at it, and it basically worked out to like the same amount. So yeah, this is the tailor right here. It's 240 grand. So yeah, it's pretty expensive. And yeah, when I was looking at it, like basically if you took like 1,000 liters of fabric and sold that directly versus taking that same 1,000 liters and turning it into clothing and then selling that, like it's exactly the same price. So yeah, the tailor is really not worth it. Like you might even lose a little bit of money if you take into account like the production costs and transporting it and all that stuff. So yeah, the tailor is really not worth it, but the spinnery itself, converting the wool or the cotton into fabric is definitely worth it. You get a pretty significant profit boost on that. So we are going to be doing that, but we're probably not going to do the tailor. I was originally thinking we would set up a tailor as well, and then we could kind of do the full production chain. But yeah, I just, I don't know. I don't really see any point to spend 240 grand on a building that's not really going to make you any more money than just selling the fabric directly. So yeah, probably going to pass on that tailor, at least for now. Maybe at some point when we have more money than we know what to do with, we'll throw one in just to kind of say that we have it. But yeah, for now, I'm not too keen on it. But I think we are also going to get some sheep going as well. Probably just right across the road over by Walter's place over here. And then we can get some wool into our spinnery as well, just because, yeah, I think we're not going to have nearly enough cotton to keep it running year round. Even if we expand our acreage quite a bit, like we do, like even everything we did there is not even going to get us through like 2 months there. So even if we converted this whole thing into cotton, like that gets us another 2 months. We're still not even half the year. So, I mean, we'd pretty much have to do like this entire area as cotton, I think, to even get close to being able to run it for an entire year. So yeah, I think the plan is to kind of supplement it with wool from some sheep. So we'll probably do that right over here as well, because we don't want to have to transport them very far, because the wool, I believe, is something that you can't automatically distribute, that will have to be moved over manually. So I want that somewhere close to where the spinnery is. But I think next on the agenda, we better get our grass done up here because, yeah, that's basically the last harvest type thing that we have to do for the year. I've said that before. I think I said that in the last episode that we were done harvesting, but I kind of lied. And it's not just because we did a little bit of extra cotton there, but this field I think we're going to do. You can see it's only 3 out of 4 in the growth stages, so it's not fully completed, but I think we're going to harvest this as it is right now because I don't know if we're ever going to harvest it again because it's not going to grow anymore this year. And then we're probably going to be changing it over the winter to either sheep pastures or some other crop or something. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be grass anymore, so we might as well harvest what we have out of there. And then we will have to run down to this field. Oops, this field right down here as well. This one is at 4 out of 4, fully ready to go. So we'll get a harvest out of this one and this little field over here as well. And we're going to just going to turn that all into hay for our future cattle expansion. And still same thing. We don't really have anywhere to put it. So I'll probably just stack it down by those other bales for now in the field there. And we will take care of those eventually. But yeah, for now, they're just going to have to get stacked outside. But yeah, anyway. I guess I will just get all this grass harvested here, and then, yeah, we'll meet back at the yard and see what we have to do next. Okay, we got all of our grass finished up there. Got it all turned into hay and baled up and stacked over here. Starting to get a pretty good stack going. Just kind of waiting, trying not to get too close to it if I don't have to, because I know bales typically kind of start to vibrate and wobble if you get too close to them. So I think if we stay far enough away, maybe they hopefully won't drift too much and the whole stack won't collapse, but you never know. I think as soon as we start trying to collect them with that bale stacker, though, it's probably going to knock the whole stack over anyway. So probably not the end of the world, but yeah, we'll just leave them there for now because yeah, our shed is just about full. But I kind of do have a plan to deal with a bunch of these extra bales here pretty soon, but we're going to have to do a few other things first. So yeah, they can just stay there for now. Yeah, I think we are basically done all of our harvesting stuff for the year. We're pretty much good to go. So I think it's time to try to put everything away because as you can see, we have stuff just kind of everywhere. Everything is kind of spread out all over the place. We have equipment in various states of repair and refueling, and a lot of stuff needs to be washed as well. A lot of stuff is pretty dirty. So yeah, I think I'm going to try to put everything away for the winter here. But before we do that, I think I am going to do one more thing as well. So yeah, I'm going to jump in this Valtra here and I'm going to throw the mulcher on, and I will see you again in a second here. Okay, so I brought the Valtra over here. This is where our sunflower fields were, and our grass field over there. This is our little grass shed because yeah, I think we're going to be moving that shed because now that we are kind of done for this year here, we are going to be combining all three of these fields. We're not going to do it this month. We'll probably wait till the spring to actually plow everything together. But because we're kind of going to try to organize and put away everything, yeah, I think we're going to get rid of that shed. Actually, I might not sell that shed yet, but we're going to put a new shed down over on this corner. So yeah, it's going to kind of go up in there because this corner is kind of a pain to deal with. We actually own like all the way out to the road here. There is a creek that kind of runs in here, so we can't use all of this. Well, we could, but for now, I think we're just going to put a shed down in this corner because it's kind of hard to use that area anyway, so it's going to be a good spot for it. And yeah, the reason I brought the Valtra down was because we do have a few trees along this ditch here, so we're going to have to go along with that mulcher and chew up all these trees, get rid of those, and then we're going to come through with the landscaping tool and flatten this ditch out a little bit. And then, yeah, we're going to place a shed down up in this corner somewhere, and that's going to give us some more storage space to put all of our equipment because I think we currently don't really have enough space to put everything. We did buy quite a bit of new equipment this year, so yeah, I'm not quite sure we have enough space in the sheds to fit everything right now. We are unfortunately going to have to sell some of these beehives as well because we have these ones here. Although, man, it's kind of annoying. Kind of annoying that you can't just move some stuff like that. Like some stuff I understand, like a big shed or whatever, like you wouldn't be able to just move that without like incurring some costs. But stuff like this, like I don't think there's any reason why you couldn't just like pick this up with a forklift and move it to another location or whatever, but it's not a big deal. But we are going to lose a little bit of money kind of selling those and rebuying those. I'm not quite sure where I want to put them, but yeah, this whole kind of side, we're probably going to plow this in a little bit more, probably not up to this edge because there's going to be a shed right here, but yeah, we'll probably plow this field out a little bit further, and eventually we're going to sell that shed. Although, yeah, I might keep it for this winter just to make sure we have room for everything for this winter, because we're probably going to add another big shed down by the main yard there eventually as well. But yeah, this one is going to kind of be a good spot to throw a bunch of our stuff that we maybe don't use quite as often. Our grass stuff is probably going to be moving. We have been kind of keeping all of our grass stuff right there because it makes it convenient for that grass field right there, but I don't think that's going to be a grass field come next year anymore. We're probably going to convert this all to sunflowers. So yeah, we'll throw kind of our sunflower headers and stuff in this shed, and then whatever else or any other equipment that we don't necessarily need all that often because it is a little bit out of the way over on this corner. So yeah, anyway, I guess I will just get to work here. We're going to jump in the Valtra and hopefully chop or mulch down all of these trees that are all the way along this ditch here. We don't technically need to do all of them right now, but we are going to be kind of expanding this field, plowing it out into this area eventually anyway. So while we're here, we might as well get them all taken care of. So we should just be able to fire this mulcher up and run right into them. And yeah, should take care of them pretty quickly as long as we don't get stuck in the ditch here. So yeah, this shouldn't take very long. Just get rid of all of these trees. And then these ones are sometimes a bit of a pain, but looks like that was fine. So yeah, we'll just get rid of all of these, and then I'll see you back here, and we can put a shed down. Okay, we got that done. All the trees are taken out of here, although I'm noticing that it's doing that weird thing again where it doesn't actually remove them in the map view right away. I can still see them here, but as you zoom out, you can see that they're actually gone. So yeah, I might just take a second update there, but yeah, we're definitely gonna have to sell this beehive. So we'll go ahead and sell that guy. And eventually we're going to have to sell these ones behind the shed because we are going to be kind of plowing, expanding this area. We'll turn all of this extra strip into field. These ones we're going to try to leave here because I think we are going to leave this as sunflowers because we just have a bunch of bee boxes like all the way around this field already, and they do give a bit of a yield bonus to sunflowers, so it kind of makes sense to stick with that for now. I'm getting a ton of like lags and stuttering moving around the map view right now. It's kind of weird. Not quite sure what's going on with that. But yeah, I think that's all we really need to do to get a shop in here. So where was it? I think it was under sheds here, and I think it was about 80 grand, the one I was looking at, because there are some really nice ones that I would like to get. Like there's like, was it this one? I don't think it was this one that I was looking at, but yeah, some of the ones like, I think it was maybe this one. It's just a huge storage hall. It's got a bunch of big doors on it. This would be a pretty nice unit, but as you can see, it's pretty expensive, $312,000. So it's a little more than I want to spend right now. These ones are pretty sweet too, but they're a little bit wide, and they're not quite tall enough, I don't think. Like that door is kind of low, to be honest, but I think this is the one that we currently have over by our poplar field. This one right over here. And it's not bad, but the two doors is a little bit limiting. I'm not quite sure how much I like it. So I think we're going to go with this one. And it's a pretty similar size to this other one. It's like a little bit longer, but a little bit skinnier as well, which is actually going to work out pretty well for this little spot because it is kind of skinny. So yeah, we kind of have this little corner. It's kind of awkward to get into with kind of our big sprayer and our big combine and everything like that. So I think we're going to kind of cut this field off somewhere right about here. I'm thinking kind of maybe even with this bee box that's up there. That might be a good spot. So I think we're going to kind of try to put this in here somewhere. We're not going to be able to put it too close to the creek, I don't think. I'm not quite sure what it's saying it overlaps with, if it thinks there's like a branch there still, or if that's just the creek. But so I just want to try something here because I'm not quite sure if there's a tree stump there. So this looks like we can actually get pretty close to the creek over on this side. So yeah, there must be something there still. Actually, I don't know. There must not be, because I can do like this little guy all the way through here, and it doesn't say anything until I get like way over there. See, that one's hitting that tree, I think. But yeah, I don't know. I guess maybe this shed just has like a pretty big footprint, and it's not going to let me get too close to the creek there. But I kind of wanted to put it this way, but I want to leave it set back a little bit from the road just so we kind of have room to like turn in there and everything. But we have a whole bunch of doors right along the front of here, which is going to be pretty nice. So we might end up cutting a little bit more of that field off than I was originally anticipating. I was thinking kind of that bee box, but I think it doesn't seem like we're going to be able to fit this one in there. And there are other options, but I don't know. There's a lot of the ones I like are kind of the similar size, or they get really, really expensive, like more than we can afford right now. And I do kind of want to get this thing done for this winter. So, I mean, we can always change things up again later. Not too worried about it, but I think maybe I'll just try to get this in as close as I can to this edge without being too close to the road. Yeah, maybe let's try that. See, what does that look like? So it's pretty high up on this edge. So there is a lot of slope to this terrain, unfortunately, which is going to make things a little bit difficult because, yeah, as you can see, like we are kind of cut into the bank down here already. But then we have quite a bit of space up here. So we're going to have to kind of build a ramp out here, which means we're going to have to cut into this field even more. But I don't know, that might actually be okay. Let's see if I can build a bit of a driveway here for us. All right, well, that's going to have to do. Been messing around with it for a while. I didn't actually place this one when I was testing before. I didn't realize there was going to be that much slope there. So I'm not entirely happy with how that turned out, but I think it's going to work. It's a little bit of a steep entrance on this side and a little bit of a steep entrance on this side, but I don't think it's anything that's going to be too unmanageable. And I cut out a little bit more of this field than I had originally anticipated, but I don't think it's going to be that big a deal. It was just kind of this little corner out there. So we're probably going to basically get that back when we kind of expand this bottom edge out as well. Plus we're going to be like plowing in these edges or these kind of spaces between the fields. So yeah, I think like anything we lost there, we should get back. And then yeah, we have a pretty big, nice shop on the hill here to be able to store a bunch of our other stuff. And then we still have a little bit of like extra space as well. We could maybe put another smaller shop down in this corner or something, or something else over here. So I was almost thinking, once I got a little ways into that, I was thinking maybe it would have been better to kind of try to put it on a bit of an angle over here. And then that would maybe give us a little bit more area to kind of slope out the front of the driveway there. But at the end of the day, it's not too bad. Like, especially like the door and these trees popping in and out of existence are kind of bugging me. But I mean, like this side is fine. I almost could have spent some time ahead of time, I guess, and kind of lowered this whole area and kind of sunk it in a little bit more on this side and then kind of feathered out from there. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think it's going to be fine. And yeah, I'm not quite sure if we actually need this much driveway out on this side. Could maybe expand, or it could maybe try and cut this field straight down on this side, but I don't want it to be super tight in here either. We have enough land now, and we're probably going to be expanding even more that I'm not too worried anymore about kind of absolutely maximizing every little square foot of field acreage. So I think that's going to be fine for now. I actually spent way more money on landscaping in this episode so far than I had planned, but what can you do? I kind of needed to get this fixed up. Couldn't have a massive slope, so I kind of did as good as I could, I think, getting a gradual transition into the edge here. We can always try to go back and tune it up a little bit later if we really need to, but anyway, I think that's going to be good. Gives us quite a bit more storage. And yeah, this is going to be kind of the one that we use for more of our or our less used stuff anyway, so it's not going to be a big deal if it's slightly a bit of a pain to get in and out of there, because yeah, that stuff shouldn't have to be moved a ton. But yeah, now I think that's good to go. I think it's time to kind of get everything put away. So I'm gonna hop into our truck here, and I think I'm gonna start just driving this thing around, try and get everything kind of repaired and washed up, and then we'll put everything away. Still not quite exactly sure where everything's gonna go, but we'll find a place for everything. So I think we should be able to repair all of our stuff. just by driving close to it. So if we go, I think we just have to unfold the back. And then we just kind of drive close. Yeah, and then we got, okay, so that took $3 for vehicle running costs. That's a repair for that baler, I believe. So then if we drive close to this one, there we go. Okay. 29. So yeah, basically I'm just going to drive around, try to go close to everything. And I'm not sure if it has to be on a particular side or not. Oh, 4. 6. Okay, so yeah, you just gotta go like piece by piece, drive by everything, and just kind of wait until that thing comes up. And yeah, we'll get everything repaired. And I guess we can wash from this thing as well. So I can go into the back here and then grab the wand and get everything washed up. We do have fuel in here as well. But it's kind of limited. Like the stock mod has like 4,000 liters of fuel, but I kind of modified it myself because I thought that was a little bit unrealistic. So it only has 400 liters in there now. So I might try to refuel some things, but I think we would run out of fuel in that truck pretty quickly if I was trying to refuel everything. So some stuff might have to come down to the yard, but it's probably not a huge deal either way. I usually try to keep things fairly topped up with fuel, so I don't think anything's going to be like empty, but if anything's super low, I can run it down to the yard and refuel it. Especially with like tractors and stuff, those guys are fast enough that I don't worry about bringing those down to the yard to refuel them. Maybe with the combines, I'll try to refuel those from the service truck as well, but yeah, not a big deal at the end of the day. I guess it's not really the end of the world if they sit with half a tank of fuel over the winter either, so not really a huge deal no matter what. Header must not need any repairs. See if these cedars need any repairs. Yeah, a little bit. So most of them shouldn't be too bad, but yeah, I'm just gonna go around and kind of get this yard all organized and cleaned up here. Okay, we got that pretty much done. Everything is repaired at least and pretty much refueled and washed. I don't think everything is fully refueled or washed necessarily, but most stuff is. But it was just taking quite a while there, and I was getting a little bit impatient, so not everything got entirely done, but everything is at least repaired and put away. So I just kind of want to show you where everything is, because I'm thinking like that's probably kind of like boring, so I'm probably just going to cut that out of the time lapse. But we got all of our kind of grain stuff over here. So we got our B train with our truck and our kind of bulk material trailer over here, and then our quad tracker 9RX with our grain bin over here, as well as our flat deck parked under this shed, as well as our 3 combine headers. They're kind of jammed in there. I don't know how well they're going to stay there, but they were kind of pissing me off when I was trying to get them in there. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I really dislike these dolly wheel trailers. They're kind of annoying to do anything with. So we got them in there anyway under the cover. And then over here, we have some of this stuff. I'm probably going to end up selling these little diskers at some point as well. I was kind of hanging on to them just in case we did some like smaller fields or something, but probably aren't going to be using these anymore, so they're just kind of taking up space. So we'll probably end up selling those, but we got our tractors under here. So we have our Vultra and our little Fent over here, and then our Agro Star and our little other, what is this, Antonio Carrero Mach R or Mach 4R. So this is our other little olive fertilizer tractor for now. Is one of those still running? I think I can hear an engine running here somewhere. Not those ones. Is it, maybe I forgot to shut the Vultra off? Yeah, that's the one. That was the last one I was using there. So yeah, everything else should be shut down. Yeah, so everything else is cleared out from the yard here. Everything's looking good. I did grab that telehandler, that new one that we got, or well, new used one. I wasn't quite sure what to do with that. Just for now, I put it down between the grain mill and the oil mill, just to kind of get it out of the way. Let's just pop over to our new shed over here. I don't think, yeah, there's none of this equipment that I can actually jump into. So let me just jump over to this field, and then we'll run over to the shed. So yeah, I was able to get everything in there, no problem. The hill wasn't a huge deal. It's slightly annoying to back into these ones on this steepest side right here, but overall it wasn't too bad. But you can definitely see this shed from quite a ways away when you're driving up to it. This big white thing on top of the hill here. One thing I did forget is that you can actually change the color, or you can customize the color of this shed, and I had meant to do the sides as red. So it would kind of match your other one, and then I totally forgot about it when I was placing it. So I don't know. I don't think there's any way to do it after the fact. So I kind of screwed that one up, but not a huge deal at the end of the day. But got a bunch of our stuff in here. There's still a lot of space in here, so I don't know. I'm probably going to switch up where we're storing what things, or like what things we're going to store where. I don't know if all this stuff is going to stay in this shed long term, but everything fit in here pretty well for now. It worked pretty good for all this big stuff. So we have our seeder and our 2 planters and our disker and our plow, and then our sunflower header over here. But there's still like quite a bit of room in here. The only problem is that like you can't, with all this big stuff, like there's not a whole lot of space kind of in between, like if you wanted to still be able to get out of the doors or whatever. So I don't know, there's probably some better way to organize this that I might do at some point, but I'm going to spend a little bit more time kind of thinking about where exactly I want everything, because our grass stuff is still in that grass shed down there. So we are going to have to move that at some point. So we're probably going to build another shed down in the south there somewhere for all of our grass stuff eventually. So yeah, some of this stuff can get moved around. We also have like pallet storage in the back here, I believe. I think I can put pallets on this racking here. So not quite sure how they work. I might try it at some point. Like, I don't know if you just kind of have to balance it on there, or if it kind of works like a header trailer or something, where like if you gotta get it close enough, it'll snap in there. Because like otherwise, I think if you just stacked stuff in there, it would just kind of like drift and vibrate off on its own slowly, as things like to do in this game. But yeah, I don't know if we're ever going to use those, but it's nice to have anyway, just in case. So might as well go along and get all these doors shut here, because it is raining. It started raining while I was doing that. So yeah, I'll get all those doors shut. Shut that one as well. And then we can pop over to this shed as well. And at least we can jump into a vehicle on this one. So this is kind of all of our vehicles. So we have our cotton harvester, we have our 3 combines over here, as well as our corn header, and our sprayer, and our olive harvester. So we do still have a little bit of extra room in here as well that we could use if we wanted to put anything else in here. But yeah, for now, pretty much everything is under cover, except I'm just realizing I forgot to put this thing away as well. This trailer here, not that it'll be hurt too badly out in the rain here, so I'm not going to worry about it too much right now, but we probably do have room to put it down in this shed as well, next to all that other stuff in our main yard. Yeah, probably would be able to put it in there, no problem, if we wanted to, but it's probably fine for now. So eventually I'm probably going to switch this whole area up as well. I kind of want to get a different shed for this area, something with some actual doors and walls that we can park everything inside. So yeah, that is the kind of plan for the future. But yeah, I think for now we are almost ready to move out of November, but there's a few other things we're gonna have to do. Like I think we need to kind of take care of all of our animals and just kind of do all of our chores around the yard here. So I'm going to check on the buffalo, probably refill our TMR here. I think I might go drain the slurry tank as well, go get that sold, and then we're probably going to move milk over from the barn to the dairies over there, as well as the goat milk from the goat barn over there into the other dairy. And then we also have to run down to the sawmill because that is probably getting pretty low by now as well. So that is going to need to be topped up. And then we'll check on these cows, give them some hay if they need it. I'm not sure if they do or not. They still have food and meadow. So yeah, these guys are good. And they have straw as well. So yeah, these guys are good, but everybody else we'll take care of. Make sure the goats still have hay and everything. And the horses, well, actually the horses have like a whole stack of hay in their feed zone, so they should be fine for a while. But yeah, I think I'm just going to run around and kind of get all of these chores done and get that sawmill topped up. And then, yeah, we are probably going to be good to go to move on to next month. Okay, we got all of that stuff done as well. Got a few more trees chopped down and brought into the sawmill, so we should be pretty much full now, I think. Let's check 134. So yeah, we're pretty much full. And I realizing I forgot to change the prefab walls back to distributing. So we'll do that right now. Not that it really matters at this point because they're already out there, but yeah, we'll have to come by and move these wood chips over as well. But we're starting to get a decent amount of wood chips built up again. So yeah, by the time January comes and it comes time to sell them, we'll have a little bit more because I think we produce about 10,000 liters of wood chips per month. So we should have another 20 or 30,000 on top of what's here by the time we actually go to sell them. So yeah, we're really banking on those wood chips to sell over the winter because those are going to fund most of our kind of expansions and changes over the winter here. So yeah, we definitely got to try to keep an eye on our wood chip price here because sometime I think it says technically January is the best price for wood chips, but I think last year it was like near the end of December there or something. So yeah, we'll definitely have to keep an eye on the price there and try to sell them at the absolute maximum price, get the most we can out of them because yeah, we definitely are getting a little bit low on funds again here, so we're definitely relying on those wood chips to be able to fund our next expansions. Although, as you can see, we have a bunch of prefab walls ready. There's more inside the sawmill as well as like long planks and beams, and then we have a bunch of other products we can sell as well. But if we just pop back to the yard here, yeah, we got everything else done pretty much. I think I actually need to fast forward the time a little bit just to get to the next hour so I can dump this TMR again, just to make sure it's going to dump overnight for us because I moved it after dumping the last time, which kind of resets it. So got to wait and let them eat again. So we'll just get that started up and dumped. Perfect. Okay, so that should go overnight. So yeah, the buffalo should be good. The goats still had lots of food and everything. I did move a bunch of milk over into that dairy, so that one should be good to go for a while. And yeah, I did move the milk from that dairy, or from that barn into the other dairies, the buffalo milk for the matzah as well. And we got our slurry drained out and sold, so that should all be good to go. I think everything else is fine. We should still have water. I think we're getting a little bit low on water in our greenhouses here. How are we doing? 13,000. So yeah, getting a little bit low, but I think that's going to be good for next month, or to get us till next month, and then we'll restock them next month. And then yeah, goats are out of meadow, but they still have lots of food. I'll probably have to feed them again next month since the meadow's not going to grow anymore. But yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on them over the winter, keep those guys in food, and then yeah, these ones should be all good to go. I think I switched this back to canola, so we're slowly working through that canola, and then we'll get back to olive oil. But we have a bunch of olive oil we can sell actually. So I'm actually just going to double check our prices on all of our stuff to see if there's anything that's like peaking this month that we should sell this month. But we might just wait till next month and do a great big sale, get a bunch of money back in the bank here. Okay, I had to look through our products there, and yeah, there's nothing really that we need to sell this month based on price. We could probably sell our bread just because I have been kind of trying to sell our perishable stuff more often, but yeah, I think instead we're just going to move on to December here. Get out of this rain. But yeah, everything else should be good to go. So let's just go have a sleep here. Okay, good morning, everybody. Welcome to December. Another year is almost over. I see something else came up on sale there that I don't recognize what that thing is at all. Oh, this is just a trailer. I think I looked at this thing before at some point. Maybe not. I don't actually know. It's got like a weird thing on the front. Not quite sure exactly what you would use that thing for, but we also have a fertilizer spreader thing that must have come up at some point that I didn't notice. But yeah, I don't think we have use for that either. So yeah, no sales that we can take advantage of, unfortunately. But yeah, I think this month the first thing we're going to do is go around and basically sell everything. Because yeah, we have a lot of products to sell, a lot of different stuff, including, well, the wood chips maybe, but we'll kind of wait. If anything, that'll be kind of near the end of the month. But yeah, we'll probably start off getting everything sold. We got a lot of different products to sell. We should get a lot more money in the bank, and then we'll see. Then we'll probably end up moving on to January pretty quickly as well. I don't think we have a ton of other stuff to do this month. It's basically just going to be typical winter chores, just mostly looking after the animals, making sure productions stay running and stuff. So Yeah, we'll have to do all of that in the next episode because I'm going to have to call this one here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. I have no idea how long this one is going to turn out. I have been recording for quite a while, but I feel like we didn't actually do that much work, like in terms of like field work and stuff. So I don't know, maybe I've just been talking a ton in this one, but yeah, I'm basically out of time to record today. So gonna have to call this one here. But yeah, thank you a bunch for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and a quick reminder that memberships are open as well. And a huge thank you to everybody that signed up in that bonus month of opening that memberships. Yeah, I got a notice today that the kind of introductory period, that bonus period, is over, and I got an additional bonus of $256 for that membership sign up thing. So. Yeah, thank you to everybody who helped sign up, because for everybody that signed up, I got a bonus amount of cash from Google. So yeah, huge thank you to everybody there. Definitely got a little bit of extra money this month. So yeah, that is pretty sweet. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you again to everybody. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you again soon in the next one.